So look what I've managed to get hold of here on the bench. It's a Flysight panel antenna, and it doesn't say on the description how much gain it's got, but on some websites it does state it's got 11 dBi. Some descriptions again on Amazon in particular, it doesn't state anything about the gain, but I did a search on Amazon and eBay, and on eBay it was coming up with this plain panel antenna here, and the description was claiming that this is a Flysight brand, but the Flysight brand has Flysight written across the front of it there, and on eBay the ones that do have Flysight written across the front were a lot more expensive than the ones on Amazon. So I'll be interested to see, if I open this up, if it has indeed got Flysight written across the front. That's the main concern at the moment. The picture did show one that had Flysight, but you never know until you open them. And it does indeed have Flysight written across the front. I paid about £8 for this, free shipping with Prime, and I've seen these for sale for up to £20 on eBay, and you know, around £15–20. I've also seen the plain ones trying to be sold, as I said, as Flysight, but be interesting. Let's have a look on the back and see what dB it says on the back. I can get into the bag, rip it, there you go. So on the back there, it is exactly the same as the other ones we've been looking at. It's 11 dBi, 5.8 gigahertz of course. So let's see if this is 11 dBi, especially with it being a branded package this. So let's test it first and then we'll crack it open. So the setup is the same as the previous panel antennas that we've tested, and if memory serves, I think the worst one was around 4.5 milliwatts of power. The slightly better one of those two that we tested in that video was around 10 milliwatts, and then when we turned it into a 11 dBi antenna by combining both antennas together, we was getting around 20 milliwatts. So let's see what we get with this test. So it's settled down and we're getting about 6.5 milliwatts there, so not quite 10, not quite as good as the better one of the two that we tested in the previous video, but a little bit better than the worst one. So it's not looking too good so far for the Flysight panel antenna. So I've got it hooked up to the spectrum analyzer, same setup as the previous panel antennas, but the output of the signal and its center frequency is a lot nicer than the previous ones. So as you can see, I've got it set on 5.78 gigahertz there, so that's the center along there, but you can see it's quite a nice broadband panel antenna, much better than the previous ones that we've looked at. In fact, if I move it more to 8.45, you can see there that it's still in that spectrum of where it operates. You can see a slight dip here, so it is a little bit better just there, but it's still pretty good, especially in that broadband range. You could basically select any frequency you wanted from 7.5 gigahertz up to almost 9 gigahertz, and it would still work quite fine. So its center frequency and its area of operation is a lot better than the previous panel antennas that we looked at. It's just that the power test, the previous test, didn't show it quite as good as one of those panel antennas. But again, remember what I said when I first showed you that test, it's something I'm working on. It's only to give us a quick idea of how an antenna like this works. So now I'm quite excited to open this up to see what's on the inside. The testing was a little bit inconclusive. It performed poorly with the power test, but on the spectrum analyzer it's got a very nice center frequency. So let's pop this open and see what's on the inside. So that's a little bit disappointing then, isn't it? It's probably on a par with construction as the worst of the 2-panel antennas we looked at in the previous video, even going down to the tag here that's you know, plastic riveted onto the case to try and make contact with that back reflector. It'll be interesting to see if it is making contact with this metallic tape here, because remember the other one didn't make contact, and maybe that's why we were getting slightly better power test result. But the center frequency, as I said, was a lot better than even the 2 previous panel antennas. So let me get the pretty poor one and then we can compare them both. So this is the poor one, the worst one out of the previous 2 that we took a look at, and the construction is exactly the same as this one. So the Flysight one isn't even as good as the better of these 2. At least the better of these 2 in the previous video had a proper metal reflector and it was properly grounded. This has just got the metallic tape just like this one has. So by paying the premium to have the Flysight brand on here, you're not necessarily getting a better panel antenna. It looks like they've just purchased these from the same manufacturers who make these en masse and just had their logo printed on the front. So certainly not worth paying the premium for. And just checking the continuity here, this is grounded to the back reflector, so that's possibly why it was doing a little bit better than this one here in that power test, and maybe why, you know, it's a little bit better than this one as far as its center frequency is concerned. But again, the construction is exactly the same. This element here is not secured down properly with the foam onto there, and it overhangs the tape anyway. The tape has been cut a little bit short, so you know, it's not a full back reflector. I mean, even this one here has been cut a little bit better than this one, so it's not, the element isn't overhanging the metal reflective tape there. So a little bit disappointing, but at least you know now, just getting the Flysight brand is not going to give you necessarily a better panel antenna. So I hope you found this useful, and as a side note, I paid about £10, as I said at the beginning of the video, for this off of Amazon, and I've seen these for up to £20 on eBay, just because they've got the Flysight brand on there. Now you're getting the Flysight branding on the packaging, and you get a nice little box to put it in as well, but you're not getting anything more for your money than you would if you bought the £2.50 one off eBay. They're exactly the same. So I hope you did find this video interesting and informative, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up. Any comments or questions, drop them below. I'll do my best to answer them, and hopefully you'll join me on the next one.